be some right-wing group, for all I know. What's really strange about this attack to me is I'm thinking, if this attack was somehow terrorist-related, ISIS or Al-Qaeda, something like that, why wouldn't they just stay there and kill as many people as possible?
How absolutely ridiculous. You know what? That's why CNN chases airplanes for months. That's CNN analyst Harry Hoke rushing to conclusions concerning the identities of the shooters. Welcome back. I'm Dennis Michael Lynch, and I'm filling in for J.D. Hayworth. The liberal media wasted absolutely no time blaming conservatives for yesterday's tragic shooting in California, even though the FBI says it cannot and will not rule out terrorism. So what is behind the media's push for the Obama's narrative? For more, let's bring in our panel. Joining us, the Director of Media Analysis for the Media Research Center is Tim Graham. Tim, welcome to Newsmax Prime.
Thank you.
And rejoining us, the President of American Freedom Defense, Pamela Geller. Tim, I'm going to start with you. Why does the media insist on pushing this narrative? Why will they not just say terrorism?
Well, clearly it's not what they want. It's not the answer they like. We've had a repeated series of episodes where they will say out loud in a news studio, "Oh, I was hoping it wasn't a Muslim. I was really hoping it was not a Muslim." I mean, they really, and this is what you see sometimes. There's like, I'm thinking anti-government militia, I'm thinking right-wing extremist, and then it doesn't happen, and they're, they spent hours on this last night basically suggesting it might be right-wing extremists. And that's where I think the press and the public, all of us on social media, need to wait for the evidence to come in. I think that would just be the wise process, and that's not what we got last night. And it's a totally different story today than it was yesterday.
But even so, Pamela, I go to you, right? I'm going to read this. The Daily News headline today criticizes God-fearing people as cowards. And the title on the headline on the cover page is "God isn't going to fix this." Well, news for you, Daily News. Neither is Obama. What is the deal here? Why are we seeing such a blatant push to push a narrative, Pamela?
Mocking God. This is what they do in the wake of jihadi attacks. Look, the media, and I don't blame the public. The public is misinformed, uninformed, or just not informed at all. The media is the largest weapon the enemy has in its arsenal. And that's what you're witnessing. I mean, they long abdicated their role as a news gathering entity. They are an activist organization pushing, viciously pushing a narrative, a lie, a giant lie, and that's what you're seeing. The Daily News headline, I believe, is the nail in the coffin for that newspaper. It was incredibly irresponsible. My God, we don't even have a body count yet, and you are working, you are spinning, you are blaming the victims. You're blaming God-fearing people who are praying for the victims and their families. Imagine these families. I mean, imagine, again, we never talk about the human toll. And certainly Obama never talks about the human toll. Their loved one goes, it's very 9/11, the loved one goes off to work and they're routed. Their lives are destroyed. And what we see, whether it's homegrown, whether it's immigrant, that too is a false distinction. The problem is the belief system, which no one is confronting, no matter what the death toll. Where are the programs in the mosques to teach against this ideology? Why is no one calling for such programs? Why isn't the media calling for such programs? Why didn't the media at the terrorist group CARE's press conference last night say, what have you done? How many programs have you instituted since 9/11 to teach against jihad and this ideology? Not one. And that's why it's going to continue to grow as you continue to blacklist people like myself, voices in defense of freedom, and allow these malevolent forces to grow unchecked. There's going to be a much higher death toll. Let me say one thing I want to say. Oregon.
Pamela, let me jump in and say one thing to Tim, because we're short here on time. Tim, I did a film way back with your founder, Brent Posel, and he was explaining to me how it is that on the news every single night, if you take conservative media and you measure it up against the liberal media, I mean, it's like 30 million to 3 million. It's crazy. In less than 30 seconds. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is the liberal media? What is the damage they're doing to this country by not informing people of the truth?
Which one's the bad
10
one?
seconds.
One bad or 10 bad?
Tim and Pamela, we have to leave it there. Thank you for joining us here at Newsmax Prime.
More than 80 million Americans make up the baby boom generation, and astoundingly, most have done little planning for their retirement. The Baby Boomer Survival Guide is here for boomers just like you to help prepare for your retirement. The guide is packed with money-saving tips and valuable advice to grow and protect your wealth and your health. On page 59, you'll learn a simple trick to bump your Social Security payments up by as much as 25%. On page 83, you'll discover the 5 best states to move to with low taxes and fantastic health care. On page 198, reduce your Medicare copays while expanding coverage, and so much more. We're confident you'll instantly save over $1,000 in hidden tax deductions you didn't even know about. The baby boomer generation can thrive in retirement, and this survival guide explains how. The book is available on Amazon and in bookstores everywhere, but Newsmax has a remarkable free offer for the Baby Boomer Survival Guide available right now. Simply visit the website on the screen or call us toll-free at 800-779-5682 and check out our free offer. That's 800-779-5682. You have nothing to lose, and you could profit big time.